Yo, what's up, yo? What's up, boss? Hey, now y'all saw that I did the video about the greatest knockout being Ann Wolfe, right? But there's an interesting thing about her story. It's Ann Wolfe. She had 2 children. She was homeless. She used to she didn't have nowhere to go, so she would stay in the hospital, like, and just sit up with her kids, right? Because she had nowhere to go. She ended up getting up. She was in Louisiana. She's from Louisiana originally. She moved to Texas, in Austin, Texas, and she got with this dude. I think the trainer's name was Pops, but he passed away. And the type of training that she would do was like straight combat type training. Like, he had his truck, like this old truck, beat up truck with a heavy bag attached to it, and they would drive it down the street while she was hitting. Having chains, you know what I'm saying, wrapped around. Like some serious, like, military type training with boots on. So, I remember her saying, well, I remember James Kirkland saying he didn't like that type of training so much. So that's why he ended up wanting to leave her. But, she, actually helped develop him. And for those of y'all that don't know James Kirkland, like, if you watch some of his earlier fights, man, like, he was a straight knockout artist. But yeah, but anybody that wants to argue that, man, to each his own, man, it's just my opinion. Anyway, man, I'm up here trying to get a little bit of editing in, and yeah, I'm gonna see y'all a little bit because my battery's out. Yeah, so my last vlog, I was showing y'all those different cameras in Best Buy, man. They had one that was damn near 3 racks. It's 26, so I'm guessing with tags it probably would have been like 27.50, something like that, right? But what's so interesting about that is I'm looking at some of these YouTubers that started out with a G7X, which is what I'm on right now, and they moving up to these big high-tech cameras. They get a cameraman and all kind of stuff, and I'm saying, wow, it's really amazing how a regular person can become something else. Meaning, in a lot of cases, man, I was that story once upon a time, you know, starting off as a little fat kid who became a pretty decent athlete, you know what I'm saying, when it came to boxing. But so I can understand, you know, from going from night to day, you know. So it's an inspiration to see, you know, those different YouTubers that have done stuff like that, that have gotten really big, and, you know, they do some fun stuff like I think his name is Niles or something like that. But he been on here for like 20 years, and like, where he be having all those little gadgets and stuff like that. Like, I like those type of content creators, man. But anyway, yeah, man. I'm also realizing how my reality that I'm currently in could possibly require me to have to adjust to the fact of the matter that people really aren't all that great. Again, not to say that there aren't some great people in the world, but what I've endured in life definitely makes you look at people differently and understand that they're really not all that great. But when they are great, they really do stand out. Like, when you do come across a really good person that's bold enough to be your friend, you really gotta give it to them. Anyway, I ain't gonna talk y'all ear up. I gotta write an essay, man, which is not something I feel like doing, but hopefully won't. So this is supposed to be about boxing, right? Me pursuing my career, but it has changed and turned into something else, right? My transportation is down at the moment. I have to have some repairs taken care of it before I can be able to be mobile to get back to the gym. And if I could take public transportation, I would do so, but it just isn't in the area. There's no access to it without paying a lot of money for Ubers and Lyfts. I just want to say, if you're still around, man, appreciate you. If you're new, subscribe, like, comment, put your notifications on. But predominantly, that's what my goal and my intention is, to talk about boxing and what it is that I would love to do in the sport. But you know, life is it's got a mind of its own, realistically. Sometimes you have different obstacles that are thrown along your road that you have to deal with before you can do what it is that you want to do in life. So coming soon, I will be back in that bad boy. But as of right now, I guess I'll be doing a lot of discussing. I will be discussing different different tactics of how to how to throw shots, or I'll be discussing fights or different fighters who I thought great, and what it is that they did that I thought was so great, made them so great. I'll be discussing fundamentals, which is something that I abide by. There's so many things that I would like to touch bases, not only with boxing, but other things as well. But that predominantly, that is what I want to touch bases on. But anyway, man. So yeah, that's been put on a hold. But it will get back on the road again, and I ask that y'all bear with me, man. I appreciate y'all.